Beardos, widows, boys and ghouls, how you all doing? There are some things in the paranormal that really get on my nerves. There are some things in the paranormal that really make me angry. There are some things in the paranormal where I'm like, meh, I don't care. This ain't one of them. Recently, I've been nominated for awards, I've won an award, I've been invited as a guest speaker to paranormal conventions, and I'm like, yeah, maybe there's a change coming. Debunkers are making a difference. There's been petitions signed about certain practices and certain channels are behaving in different ways. We make a difference. I'm hoping I can make a difference now. And the reason I'm hoping I can make a difference now is this cack. The Gettysburg Parajam in Gettysburg, PA, United States. Now, they've got this little icon there. Alright, whatever. But we have one final guest speaker that will be joining us at Parajam. Special guest announcement. Gettysburg Parajam is honoured to welcome Arne Johnson. Who? Some of you may be asking. He's the guy that murdered somebody in a fit of jealous... He's the guy that murdered somebody in an alcohol-induced jealous rage and then tried to get the Warrens to blame the devil for it. Most people recognise Arne's name from the well-known case that later inspired The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. And if you want to know how full of shit Arne Johnson and the Warrens are, just look at the superpowers that Lorraine Warren develops in that movie. Look at the second movie where Lorraine Warren is actually inside the Enfield poltergeist house. She never went in there. Nothing to do with it. Look at the original case where they miss out the fact that Ed got bitch-slapped by the father of the Perrons. He didn't, he got straight punched in the face, but bitch-slap sounds funny. It is the first known court case in the United States in which the defense sought to prove innocence based upon the defendant's claim of demonic possession. The Warrens put this idea in his head. However, beyond the headlines and Hollywood adaptation, is a real person whose life was forever impacted by the events surrounding the case. Oh no! His life was impacted. Shall we just forget that he took another man's life? Shall we just forget that there was a victim to this? Shall we just forget the impact on his family, Arne's family, everybody else? Fuck Arne Johnson, he murdered somebody in an alcohol-induced rage. Fuck Arne Johnson. Arne will be joining us to share his personal experiences, answer questions, and discuss his unique perspective on one of the most talked about cases in paranormal history. Do you know why he lost the case? Because the devil didn't make him fucking do it. He did it. We ask everyone to remember that this case involved real people and real lives and to approach discussions with respect and understanding they deserve. Grab your tickets now. Blah, 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 blah. You can't ask for people to respect a fucking murderer, can you? Whoever is running this shower of shit. What you should be doing is not inviting a murderer, a convicted murderer, to a paranormal convention, for him to spout his nonsense, say the devil made him do it, to say the Warrens are lovely people, look how much they tried to help me, and F that guy that I murdered in cold blood through alcohol and jealousy and rage. Now let's not forget, this goes even more deep than just this murderer being invited onto this as a guest. I mean, you look at the posters at the top of the thing and, you know, he's in the centre, almost being treated like he's special. I'm looking at these other people. I mean, I don't know who half of these are. In fact, I know the Paris sisters are. I know the Chud. Ooh, raffle. Win an overnight stay at the Warren house. Oh, dear. To be honest, I'd rather take 2 big house bricks and just smash them into my testicles until they turn into some sort of batter than go to that fucking overexpensive hole. But that's just my opinions, because in my heart of hearts, I truly believe, and I used to be a believer in them, that the Warrens are nothing but con artists, charlatans, and liars and grifters. Go and check out a recent Jason Hall's video. There'll be a little image on the screen there, where he and Stevie Etties, sorry, have a discussion about the Warrens, because one of the people in the paranormal space that's done more research than anyone else is Stevie. Stevie's had a lot of threats because of her takes on the Warrens. It's ridiculous. For all of these God-fearing people, for all these good old Catholic Christian people, there sure is a lot of threatened paedophiles flying about, aren't there? But we look even deeper into this. This guy is being invited as a celebrity. Go and watch the Netflix documentary about The Devil Made Me Do It, where the possessed young lad in the first place. Let's set the scene. There was a young boy. He was possessed, allegedly, by the devil, allegedly, or numerous spirits, allegedly, according to the Warrens, who were full of shit. Ed and a priest, do they woo-woo? It doesn't work. And then Arne Johnson says, take me instead. And the devil hops into Arne Johnson and then he goes off and kills somebody. Only, that young child's older brother was like, my brother was never possessed. He had behavioural issues because as soon as my dad came home from work and went, behave yourself, suddenly the devil wasn't in him anymore. He would swear, he would be violent, but as soon as dad stepped in, that little shit started to behave. So if that child was never possessed in the first place, he was just possessed by being a little shit, then what possessed Arne Johnson? Well, nothing, it would appear. But Arne Johnson went to prison still possessed. So where's the devil now? Well, I'm glad you asked. He had an exorcism over the phone. Was it Bob Larson? He's the only freak I know that'll do something like that, and he'll charge you 400 quid to do it. An exorcism over the phone to remove the devil. Arne, you weren't possessed by anything other than jealousy, you massive bulb. This entire thing with Gettysburg Parajam inviting a convicted murderer and celebrating him like he's some sort of hero of the paranormal is everything that's wrong with the paranormal, everything that's wrong with the Warrens, everything that's wrong with the people that have bought the Warrens' house, touring this stuff, and even worse, taking the Warrens Occult Museum on tour into Salem, a town that Ed and Lorraine spent a lot of time in, admittedly. Salem, a lot of time, absolutely berating witchcrafts and the occult. Well, Salem, witchcraft trials, it would be safe to assume Ed and Lorraine would have agreed with the witchcraft trials because everything was down to the occult, witchcraft, and the devil. I can't for the life of me work out how beyond Ms. Paranormal, myself, Flurio, and a few others, how this hasn't massively backfired on this event. How more people aren't going, I'm not doing a talk at a convention with a convicted murderer. What the fuck is wrong with all of the people attending this event? All of the people speaking at this event? Well, I know why the Chud will be speaking at this event. Because she's a Warren or a Nesper orbiter. And they are just the worst people. Absolutely disgusting people. For example, just a few weeks ago, I had a convicted paedophile comment on my Facebook and comment on my YouTube like, hey, I know where you live. I can release satellite imagery of you. I covered it already in a video and I was like, fucking release it. See what happens, bitch. Because your internet is being monitored. Because you're a nonce. And it's like every time somebody has a go at me and they're like, oh, the Warrens are dead. You have to give them a bit of grace. You have to leave them alone. And there's like this niggling doubt in my head where I'm like, God, they are dead. Surely, yeah, maybe I should lay off. Maybe which is half the reason I stopped the 100 Reasons I Hate the Warrens shorts. I thought, maybe it is a bit distasteful. And a convicted murderer is taking centre stage on a paranormal convention. People that I know and trust that are doing truth-seeking exercises on the Warrens and the Warren orbiters and Nesper and all that crap are getting threatened. I'm getting threatened, and it's like, we are the bad guys because a bunch of criminals don't like us. Fuck you. My mind has truly been blown by this, and I saw this a number of weeks ago when I made a Facebook post about it, like, are you fucking insane? What is going on? What I expected to happen was more and more people see that, because a lot of people did see it. More and more people complain. And then more people complain to this event and be like, are you nuts? A convicted murderer, guest of honour, centre stage. Feel sorry for me. Respect him because real lives. Oh, so I'm taking the argument away from Facebook and I am now bringing it to YouTube. YouTube audiences, whether you like me, hate me, or anything in between, do you think that this convicted murderer, Brookfield Demons murder trial to open with devil for a defence. Do you think that this man belongs to be held in some sort of high regard where he is a guest speaker at a paranormal convention? Because this dirties the paranormal field far more than anything else I've seen today. Paranormal field's a fucking mess. For anyone attending this event, may I just give you a sound bit of advice? Take some advice from Old Man Beardo. If you see this man with a pint of beer in his hand or a shot of whiskey in his hand, don't go near him in case he gets a bit stabby and blames a mythological being. Now, I made a comment on this to say, okay, you mad? A convicted murderer at a convention, that's gone. I genuinely hope that you guys, because this looks like a very small convention, I hope that you guys don't have a riot on your hands, because some people have never forgiven Arne Johnson. Some people will never forgive Arne Johnson because he took another man's life and really hasn't taken accountability for it because he blamed the devil. It takes a lot for me to get shocked recently, but to see people still buying tickets for this, to see people still talking about this, and nobody's saying, hang on, he killed someone, he's a bad man, is just mind-blowing. Now, you can look at me and be like, who are you, what would you know, and why have you got an opinion on this? It's a murderer being used at the paranormal convention to sell tickets. I'm off to bath in bleach, because this is vile. Let me know your thoughts on the conversation down below. Much love to you, Beardo. Out. I might go next door and punch one of my neighbours in the face and be like, oh, sorry, Jehovah said he was fine. Or go kick a little kitten or something and be like, ugh. Oh, sorry, Lucifer, he's in there. I didn't mean to do it. Forgive me. Steal somebody's car, stealing in the shops. Stop blaming mythological beings. Can the defendant please stand? Why did you throw that hammer through the window? Thor made me do it.